YouTube. Hi, how's it going today? Hope you're doing good. Have you called your mom recently? Might like to let her know how if she's doing okay. Crazy time we're all living in. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the intro. I'm going to be playing some unranked today. I'm going to be letting you guys know what is and is not in your best interest when you're playing the video game as Falco and Marth. Maybe as other characters. I never really know what's going to happen when I jump on in. What I do know is I'm going to be doing my best to try and speak quickly, informatively, and concisely so you can get what you need to improve and enjoy the video game. If you're enjoying everything that you're seeing, you can click the sub button and all that good stuff if you want. If not, it's fine too. I just hope you like it. Anyway, enjoy the video and have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Anyway, we're going to get in on some educational and informative unranked. We're going to be starting with Marth, and we're going to be seeing what we got. Now, Marth, of course, is a character that's not going to be using so much tech skill as Falco, so we're going to be able to have a little bit more time to talk about how to outplay the opponent. We are going to be playing a Marth ditto. Now, of course, we're going to be using the threat of down till this person ran up and shielded. They were looking for maybe an aerial. I caught their dash back. Keep in mind, Marth will often try to dash back. We talk about how much dash back is going to influence so many interactions. And you have to remember, when you're trying to recover, going low often very strong for you. It's going to let you avoid a lot of interactions like that down tilt dash back. We're seeing that again and calling that out. Now make sure that you're always trying to down tilt when someone's on the ground. You're pushing them away, and you also have to remember that if they're jumping, you want to forward air them. Down tilt encourages the jump. They waited, which was really good on their part. Thought they were just going to do it right away. There's our delayed. We're catching them moving back. They can no longer move back, so they full hop. We need to keep that in mind too, don't we? So, of course, we're moving around with this threat of down tilt. We saw them moving in. They saw that I down tilted before, so they jumped. They drifted back, which was great. So, yeah, when they're not able to move back, it looks like they're going for like some quick attacks. We caught their jump. They didn't realize that. Of course, we would have gotten an up B earlier, likely. So again, you see them down tilt, move back. So again, why do Marths want to move back after down tilt? Let's ask ourselves that. What difference does it make if they move back or not? Oops. I'm trying to do my videos. So why do Marths want to dash back after down tilt? I'll just go ahead and answer it while I'm getting killed here. So the reasons Marth wants to dash back is because he's in lag. Marth has a lot of lag on his moves. You see how much lag I was actually in there? I could have been actually punished off of the weak forward smash on shield. So when you see Marth dash back, a lot of times it's to protect himself, and you have to kind of figure out, does the Marth want to play a mix-up off of landing? Does he want to dash back? Does he want to throw out a quick aerial? You often see Marth landing and then up tilting. Make sure you're keeping that in mind. The way Marth is playing around his lag, very important. There's our shield coming out again. This person actually started the same way both times. I grab the edge to use invincibility. Marth often doesn't rise with an aerial, giving me just enough time to grab the edge. That is something that I have used to great effect in quite a number of matches. We see the dash back again. We just kind of actually read that there. I didn't know they were going to do it. Just kind of assumed. They held down. Didn't think that would happen. A lot of holding in. We're seeing that. I'm pushing them against the wall because I think it's funny. They could have, of course, teched that, but who's going to reverse up BU in that situation? Not really anyone. So, of course, again, we're moving away. They're moving away. We've gained stage. We just kind of waited a little bit there. We've been taking a lot of aggressive action. We jumped in case they teched in place. And notice that we went down. We could have tipper back aired them and created a longer edge guard, but because of when they attacked, we were able to get out. We actually held down and away on forward there, which is going to make sure we get out. I shielded to make sure, because I knew that they might be holding down by the edge, so I didn't want to get punished. And of course, we did catch their jump. Now, if you do a fair and you time it correctly, you can go ahead and get another follow-up like that. So it's very important to hit your fast fall right at the peak of your jump. I auto-canceled that fair. I did not L-cancel it. So make sure you get your timings out. Very important to have your tech down. Hopefully that makes some sense to you guys, and you understood a little bit how the down tilt works, how the fair down tilt mix-up works, how Marth can cover his lag, and how you can kind of call that out as various characters. Of course, we were just doing that as Marth, but you kind of get the idea. And you also saw a little bit of the edge guard interplay. And so hopefully some of that stuff was interesting to you guys. And GG's to my opponent, Daring Dashwood. Thank you for playing. You're going to be playing Marth Fox, the cursed matchup, Pokemon Stadium, getting in on this stage. Now, of course, Fox is not going to have so much room to avoid the sword. Okay, so this person's kind of cornered. What do they want to do? They wanted to run in. Good, they didn't go straight up. Alright, so now we know this person wants to kind of pressure. They want to pressure a lot when they're kind of getting more cornered. Dash attack was great, caught me running back like before. Alright. Almost had my timing down. Very interesting. I think they were maybe going for like a dash attack there. We're just going to go ahead and make sure they don't get their jump back. And then, of course, you know, because they were trying to DI away because they didn't want the other follow-up, we're just going to move past them. So you see all that invincibility? I made sure... Oh, they're just going to walk away. And they don't hear me say that I'm going to forward air them right here. I don't think they were ready for that side beat. Now, of course, they had to go right up to avoid that, but it is kind of counterintuitive because they thought I was gonna up B, so that makes sense. There's a bit of a mix up there, but it's a hard situation for Fox. Now, of course, we could have just forward smashed right there, but the fair is going to be a bit of a DI mix-up. You can't react to both, so we just go ahead and get our kill. Even if we got an untippered, we can still get a kill on the hold in there. Okay, good. We just want to try and cover tech in place a lot so that Fox can't use that to get out. I tried to avoid that with more percent. Didn't work. So again, I do have extra pummels so that Fox can't land on the top platform. Normally, I don't want to do all those pummels because they can break out. We just want to avoid that. Go ahead and double forward smash. Take the stock. Don't have to overcomplicate it. Forward smash actually can be okay in some situations. It can lead to situations like that. You can make things a whole lot easier for yourself. That angle... I knew it was pretty safe to counter because they could go up or they could go into me, and that was really all they could do. I think it would be hard to ride the wall right there. That's kind of what I played off of. I was a little bit low. And they could have gotten that, they just need to go farther out. Ooh, good fast fall. They have the right idea. They're just a little early on their shine. Oh, a little early. And then we're going to make sure we actually finish our food this time. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't give you guys a lot of neutral talk there. I was mostly just pushing in, letting them see if they wanted to kind of come in. We did notice this person wanted to attack a lot. Once we know this person's tendencies, we just kind of let it happen. Sometimes it took a little bit longer for them to attack. Sometimes we had to get a little bit closer, but you knew the attack usually came. And then if they wanted to wait, you noticed on the stadium game, right when they wanted to start waiting and lasering, I was already starting to move in because I was like, oh, this person's taken quite a while. So it seems like I'm finally good to go in and not have to worry about them kind of going nuts on me. Because, you know, that's kind of how Marth is. He can't force his way in on his opponent. All he can really do is kind of space them out. So if they give him a chance, he can start going in, but it's very hard to just kind of rush forward on people. Has a lot of lag on his moves, can't really drift all the way in on his approaches like Spaceys and kind of Falcon can. So he has to make sure that he's kind of taking his space, and he can move quickly, but he can't always just do moves. So it's kind of awkward to just kind of rush in. So once you get the space from your opponent, you can start going forward. So that's what I did versus this Fox. You can kind of go back and check that out. Now, of course, it was a little different on Fountain of Dreams because the stage is so much smaller, so I couldn't run back forward so much, but that's okay. I didn't need to. I only need them to come forward a little bit. They usually came forward just with a big approach. They didn't usually try to get a little bit closer, then do a big approach. So that made things much easier for me to punish. So that's kind of what I did. Then you saw how all the punish scenarios played out. So hopefully some of that stuff makes sense for you. And of course, if you are the Fox, then you just kind of do what I said. You just make sure that you're coming forward a little bit more before you do your approaches. Mix in your laser game if you want to bring Marth in, then you intercept him, or you let him come in a little bit more, things like that. Use the platforms to approach. That can all make you much scarier as well. So anyway, hopefully some of that stuff makes sense to you guys and you enjoyed this informative Marth game. And GG's to my opponent, Frederick.